Legume. I just made a video in regards to dealing with the Canadian authorities, the police, and I also believe that Csis is behind this latest attack. And so it's part one of my video. This is the introductory part, and there's going to be a number of different parts to that video because I want to continue to expose how much I'm being persecuted by the Canadian government in different ways. In this case, I wrote an article about 24 hours ago talking about how much the police are behind all of those attacks against me, trying to force me out of my home. I have a contract agreement, I guess you could say, which end my tenancy at the end of September. However, I keep having the cops show up, especially since I wrote the article yesterday trying to have me forced out on the street. I believe personally that it's directly related to the article I wrote, and that it's a form of punishment coming from them, and that this should not be tolerated by anyone, and that it's a human rights abuse. As a blog, I'm facing persecution by the Canadian government, and the Csis and the police did not want to have me expose what they're doing or what they have been doing all of these years against me, forcing me out of my home continually, even though I've heard this many times from other people, like they're behind it. So it finally registered on me, you need to do something about this. You need to file a lawsuit and make them accountable for what they've been doing, because it's detrimental to my health. And so if they continue to do this, no human being can live on that kind of stress. So basically those are some of the stuff that I discussed in that video. So please tune into the video. And I also listed my phone number where I can be reached, and anyone who wants to contact me can contact me. And even to make your comments. I especially want to hear from those other persons who have been persecuted by Csis, Canadian Security and Intelligence Agency, which is the equivalent of the CIA in Canada. And because Csis use a lot of tactics, against targeted individual like myself, and these tactics are designed to break the person down, break their spirit, and to dehumanize them, and to eventually cause them death, cause them harm and death, eventually death. And so I have all of these health problems, and they're aggravating it when they put me through all of this stress. And so I just said to myself, you know what, there has to be some kind of compensation to me for putting me through all of these years, and that it has continued. So I think what happened is that they did not like the article I wrote on my blog yesterday about them facing vicarious liability. It shouldn't even have been vicarious liability. It should be direct accountability. Just sue them directly rather than, make them just some defendant as vicarious, on the vicarious liability. But that's how I worded it. But so please listen to the video and contact me with your comments or any other ways if you want to show assistance to me in regards to this. Doesn't matter if it's pro bono help or if it's financial or whatever ways, even write it on my Google Plus page or on my YouTube channels, subscribe there or make your comments there and show your support in that way. Okay, so I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to expose human rights abuse in Canada. That's what I do, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So, this is going to be a fight all the way to the end, and I just want to stop the persecution against me, basically. And I need your support in order to help to do that.